Hey everyone, Rattdogg here, and welcome back to part 2 of the How to Start for New Players. One thing I didn't do last time was to go to our challenges. We got a bunch of them knocked out. We have to start doing this, which we'll do once we finish the dig quest. So we spent skill points, so you could hit W to redeem. We read a magazine. We saw the trader wrecked, and we sold some items to him. And up here is page 2, and we took care of those and those. And that gave us a bunch of experience. I don't think we have to see the trader, but that's fine. We're going to see him when we come back. So another thing we need to do is up here is the quests. Right now we're it's showing this one, craft a land claim block. We are going to make sure that's highlighted, and we're going to click right here, toggle active, and that will let us know where the challenge is, and it is that way. So I have kind of a full inventory. So what I'm going to do is right out here, I hit the wrong button. I'm going to go out here to the front, check my 6. Now these little gore blocks right here are really good. They give you bones, and with bones you can make a bone knife. And not only that is good for harvesting, but that's actually good for attacking. While we're here, we're going to go to this basic box, and we're going to create ourselves 2 storages, just so we can unload and not be, if you see in the bottom left hand corner that little guy with the backpack and the number 2, that means we are encumbered by 2 slots. So what we need to do is lighten ourselves up, because that makes our stamina go down quicker. So let's throw the left button, we'll spin it around. The right mouse button, we'll place it. So E opens it up, and we don't need that book, so you can hit left shift and just put all this stuff in there. We're going to need this shovel. Some of the main stuff, like I'll put the pipes in there. All these I'll keep. I'll keep the jars, and everything else I'll keep the coins. And what I like to do, I'll usually keep the eggs in the water. What I like to do is, this is a little toggle lock right here. I like to lock this top bar at least to there to start with, so I can keep my stone, wood, and stuff like that. Let's go one more and lock that one. Keep my eggs and jars I put there. So that way what I pick up, and by doing that, if let's say I take everything out of that box, I could click these buttons right here. This will put everything back in the box except for what I have locked. This will put stuff in the box, like when I collect more of these, I could click this button, and everything in my backpack that is already in here will automatically transfer into there. Okay, now we need to go do this little shovel mission. Now it looks like it's walking us through the town a little bit, so we're gonna have to keep on our guard. Again, I'm gonna be just casually walking. It's 14:50. We still have plenty of time. I'm going to be looking for mailboxes. I will, run a little bit There's a big boy. We don't want to tackle with him anytime soon. That is a good base to hold up in. It's a very good base to hold up in. We might actually be... there's a bird's nest. You got to stop what you're doing for the bird's nest. We only got one extra arrow, feather, I should say. All right, Ranger's Guide to Archery, Volume 5, Flaming Arrows. No Ranger fantasy is complete without raining fire from the sky. Craft flaming arrows and crossbow bolts. Nice. There's another one. There's a doghouse right there. So if you see a doghouse, you want to kind of be careful. Sticks, that improves your crafting skill for spears. Walk away slowly. And we got to go that way. So let's give it a wide berth. And see a zombie over there. These tires, they're good for plastic parts. And plastic parts you need for making dew collectors and other stuff. Okay, so let's go with the club. Now remember, right click is power attack. So you're going to want to smack her. And on the easier level, she goes down. When she goes down, you know that she has half the health. One more smack, and she becomes a meat fountain. All right. We got a little bit of water and food in our system. We're going to jog a little bit. And, of course, stop at all nests. Only got one feather that time, but 6 is better than 5. There we go. Keep an eye out for stuff, feathers, trash, everything, flowers. Definitely zombies, dogs. Any kind of animals, which that might be my next point, is animal tracker. Animal tracker is something that a lot of people don't like. It is subject to your own opinion. I personally like it early game. I think only once I've ever put more than 1 point in it. But chickens and rabbits are sometimes hard to find. I hope this isn't too close to that building. Trash. Always check trash. 2 plastics. Fantastic. Now, same thing with trash. Like the bird's nest. You could loot it and then break it down for extra paper and plastic. Okay. So let's clear this area a little bit so we can see. So with these dig quests, when you start it, a circle's going to appear. And as you dig, every like 7 blocks or so, the circle will shrink. Well, every time it shrinks, there's a chance that it can spawn zombies. So what I like to do is I kind of like to dig around it first. That way when you reset it, the ground doesn't come back. So that's less digging you have to do, and you can find it quicker and not trigger any more zombies. This is great for if you're doing it at night. Oh, you can't go that low. So let's go around it. This is great when you're digging at night. If you have a dig quest and you want to do it at night, zombies run at night, and there's a good chance you can get overwhelmed when you don't have good weapons. tier 1 club and a bow and arrow is not good weapons. So if you decide to do something like this at night, this is another fantastic strategy that you could use. Because like I said, every time you dig, now you're not going to find it until you, but see I'm already out of stamina? You're not going to find it until you start the quest. But if you dig a decent chunk of the ground out, when you start the quest, then a lot of times it'll just show up in the hole that you've already dug. Or it only takes, you know, a couple of more digs to find it. So what I'm going to do is, so I don't bore you with this part, everybody knows how to dig a hole. I'm going to go ahead and dig around, and then I'll show you how much I dug afterwards. Okay, so I got a nice little circle around. Some of it's 3 blocks deep, some of it's 2 blocks deep. And every time I ran out of stamina, first time I drank of water, but every time I ran out of stamina, I ate an egg. And that brought my stamina up a little bit. So there's another little tip for you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start the quest. And now the circle is going to come in. And it's showing like, it's usually right there in the center. So we are going to dig right here. Like I said, I didn't go 3 blocks down, I went 2 blocks down. So it still may be right at the bottom. And there it is right there. So before you get it, make sure you have a way out. If you have to dig 1 more or 2 more to get out, because with the first quest it's only going to spawn 1 zombie, but with later quests they're going to spawn 3, 4, sometimes 5. Okay, so we can jump up there, no problem. So let's grab it, and it gives you garbage, and you can take anything out you want and put it anywhere you want, and nothing will trigger until you move that. So once you move that into your backpack is when it will spawn in, but it's only going to be 1 Zed, so it's going to be no problem. But like I said, you're going to want to at least get out of the hole. And we have Sylvia. She's the resident nurse. And there's a bird's nest and trash, I think. So we'll give her a nice smack. Oops. Oops. And we'll smack her again. Like I said, this is just to make you feel comfortable playing. You don't have to play on a hard level at all. Because the best way to learn is to be comfortable. The best way to get frustrated is getting frazzled, not knowing what to do, and make mistakes. And then constantly die. Alright, so now we're going to head back to the trader, get our reward, and then we can start showing you about doing missions. Basically, though, what we're going to need to do is, before we go back in there, how much wood do I have? 261. We're going to need to get some more wood, because we need someplace to stay for the night. And the best way, or the best thing to do, especially a new player, is just build yourself something right outside the trader. Just something that will hold you over for the night. And then when you start the day fresh and you have plenty of time, or you start taking jobs, then you can make one of them your base. But you definitely need to have a decent amount of stone and wood. The good thing about that digging quest, and the fact that I dug so much before, is you get a decent amount of clay. which clay and stone makes cobblestone. Let's get some more flowers and cotton, and let's check the stump, but this time I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to pay attention. You guys aren't going to distract me. There you go. Aha! That means I got another honey and another beeswax. You need 5 beeswax to make the apiary. Although we're nowhere near close, because we need a lot of forged ahead books. I mean, I'm close enough to buy the grill. I might as well buy the grill. If we find like corn on the cob or something, we could do. Should be able to do grilled corn. In fact, let's check real quick. Do I have any points to spend? I have 1. We're almost ready to level up, so let's go ahead and put this into Master Chef. That'll get us finding more magazines. Uh-oh. That way. Get us finding more magazines. Ooh. Now, if you want to crouch and sneak, it's the left control button. The only reason why I'm doing that because I don't know if there's a dog over here. But I want that because that gives us forge ahead books. And that is 3, so we need 1 more or 2 more to be able to make the forge. But with the forge, we'll need cobblestone rocks, which we can make. A wood log, which we can make, and 10 leather, which we'll have to get leather. Leather you get from killing an animal, or from couches, from houses and chairs and stuff. I don't want to. I used up one of my drinks while I was mining, so I don't want to. I don't want to run that much. And I want this. Okay. Hey, lady. Don't get blood all over my feathers. Thank you. You just want to keep an eye out. The last thing you want is a dog coming after you. I'll do a little bit of running. Still got plenty of time. Now this guy's rude.
Happy hour ain't happy unless you bring me a beer. Now that you did the job,
I don't have a beer though.
That damn bad after all.
So after that, he's giving you some XP and one of these: pistol, baton, shotgun, rifle. My suggestion is machine gun, because that fires the quickest, and with dogs, you kind of need that.
Take a look at the shit I got.
So we have
Don't
more stuff
expect
to
me
sell
cook
to
it
him.
for you.
So we'll go ahead and sell that. We'll sell that. He doesn't take rotten flesh. We'll keep that for now. I'm keeping the cloth. Only $2.99. And he won't take the sandwich. We'll keep the sandwich for now. Again, I don't have enough for the grill.
Thank you very much, and now you can go fuck yourself.
You're so nice. We are going to look for something. See, this is the closest, so we're going to take
Look,
that.
Blockhead, I'll give you some work, but you better not disappoint.
These traders, they never.
Good luck. You better not make me regret this.
Well, I regret it every time I talk to you. 66. I need. These give the most. Now there is different candies. The eye candy will grant you a loot bonus. A lot of people use that at the after when they get to the main loot, they'll eat the candy to give them a little bit better loot bonus. I wouldn't worry about that at the beginning. I'm just going to go ahead and buy one of you just so I can eat it. I do have 6 eggs. That's nice. And a sandwich. Let's go ahead and open that. We'll bring our machine gun down. When you get it, it's not loaded, but they give you 15 ammo. So you hit the R button to reload it. Let's go ahead and run outside and drop this stuff off. Again, well, see if you want to put the stuff that's already in there, or if you just want to put all of it. Now, let's go do this mission, and then we'll come back and we'll just build something right here real quick. Unless we stay at that house. You clear out the house, you can stay at the house. We'll just have to come back and grab all this stuff. Let's go ahead and search this. Stuff. That's good. So that's the good thing about that button. Okay, let's get over here quick. It's 1830. It shouldn't be that hard to clear this place out because we are on easy. And I'm definitely going to run to get there quicker. Don't know which was the easiest way to go. That's the one with the dog. So we'll go this way. See if there's any more mailboxes. I'd like to... There's a mailbox there. I'd like to loot that ambulance. Spear Hunter. We may be going into spears. Down opponents suffer 50% more damage from power attacks. That's nice. There's usually a Z on the other side of this that'll wake up. Maybe not. Sewing kit. That's good. Let's head this way. Pick up stuff as needed. There's another ambulance over there. Let's check this truck. 2 glue and 2 repair kits. That's a great find. Let's see if we get this without waking anybody up. Oh, a whole bunch of books. Okay, electrical traps is good. Tech junkie. Robotic damage. Learn how to enhance your robots with even more lethal robotic weapons. Nice. And wiring. I'll check the trash can over here. Yeah, I heard somebody. So now we got another. There's definitely going to be one on the other side of this. It's usually how it works. All right, medical journal. We'll read that. We got another bandage. That's good. Where are you at? There you are. Hey, Lois. So another good trick is to smack them and then clear away, because a lot of times they'll get up and run at you. They'll be a little angry. All right, so another nice trick is if you crouch and use an arrow, you get sneak damage. Now there is drop to this arrow, but if you hit him in the head and you get your arrow back. Ooh, vitamins. Now vitamins are good because now I can eat that sandwich and not get sick from it. We'll get this book, Shotgun Messiah. You can craft shotgun tube extenders. Okay. Now we're gonna start the mission. And we can get that mailbox again. Southern Farming, craft some seeds. Did I not pick that up? I didn't. Wrong button. All right. So picking up chairs is great because you can scrap them. These plants are also good because you could scrap them for clay. So you just take them and hit scrap, and you scrap them for clay, and you scrap those chairs for wood. Now we're going to go in here with the club. Again, you could sneak to try to be a little bit stealthier. Since we have the night vision goggles, you can see if there's anybody around. There might be somebody on the other side. They're not. Okay, so nobody's in here. Let's take the plant. It's a good thing to always grab cloth, even though we've got a ton of cloth. This, I think, is cloth and not leather. If this was leather, this would be great. It's cloth. Okay. So, we are actually not going to get that anymore. Looking at the time, it's getting close to nighttime. We need to get this underway. Now, a lot of times there's somebody in there, but you could open the door from quite a way, or you could shoot it with an arrow. And the best way to do is just let him come out to you. Did he fall? I think he fell. Yeah, he fell. Sorry for your luck. Oh, you know what? We have to go that way, too. Where are you at? There you are. Maybe we can hit him with an arrow? Because there's going to be more down there. I can't see him. Oh, there he is. Come on. Now go back. Alright, well, we ain't got time. So, if worst comes to worst, we could use the gun. Although the knife is really good. Let's... Yeah, he never even saw I was here. Left click power attack with the knife works very well. And then, or right click power attack works well. Also, I'm on German or something. Okay. Let's go this way. We're just going to take everything. We're probably going to get encumbered. But we kind of got to do this quick. That was a cooking magazine. Let's go ahead and read that. Read it. We can scrap those. All right. Let's continue on. Nice. Yeah, we got somebody over there. He may not have seen me. It's an Edgar. And that's where arrows come. You don't have to hit him in the head. Especially on easy. Anything in here? Nothing. Get my arrows back. That's rotten flesh. Like I said, your knife works really well. It also gives them some bleed damage. And then you smack them in the face. It's check to see if there's anything else back here. Doesn't look like it. Nothing. Cloth. Nothing. Now we're going upstairs. It's a good thing we found these night vision goggles. 2003 doesn't get dark till it doesn't turn night and everything starts running till 2200. Some more feathers. That's good. Let's go raid this kitchen real quick. Cloth. Nothing up there. Some coal. Some food. Some more stuff. Like I said, hey, did you make me any coffee? No, but we'll take the murky water. And that's it. Now we gotta go this way. Take everything, anything in the toilet. Some paper. Come on out. Are you coming out? Bookshelf. Bow hunters. Now we could do a primitive bow quality 2. You know what? We're good for a second. We'll take that one. We'll scrap that one. Can we make a better club yet? No. We can make a spear. Let's go ahead and craft a spear. We'll see which one we like better. Take all that stuff. That was a hat that we need to wear. That goes underneath our armor. Scrap those. More leather. That's good. We need that for the forge. There's our retrieve. So technically we are done. We can get out of here. You also always want to check behind big pictures like that. Actually, all pictures. Because there's a lot of times something in them. Because people like to hide their trash in the walls. We got a little bit of time left. So I'm going to continue onward. A lot of this stuff you could use a shovel and break down. But we're getting a little low on time. And I'm kind of encumbered. If they're going to give you a free shot, take the free shot. Anybody else here? There's some trash underneath there. Another testicles. They're mushroom spores, but they look like testicles. Ooh, lockpick. That's good. There's some trash underneath here, but you can't reach it. Make sure we're loaded. Up. Now you could also use doors. As a little defense. Okay, so we are clear. So this is our spoils. Let's grab everything we can. Batter Up Volume 2. Clubs drawn in combat uses less stamina. Nice. A meat stew. That is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and eat that. Not yet. Actually, I'm going to just take it. We'll eat it tonight when we're hungry. Another bandage. That's great. Now we are really encumbered. Which means it's going to be a slow walk home. What do we got? Tech Junkie Volume 2. Stun batons degrade slower. We have a robotic drone medic mod. Another vehicle book. That's good. And I think that's it here. We need to get home. Quickest way out. Quickest way out. Sorry, we fell down there. This should have been a different way. Alright. We don't need these anymore. We got to get back to the trader. We're pretty encumbered. Watch out for dogs. Is there anything we can get rid of? We get rid of the rotten flesh. Might need those sandwiches. We get rid of that one seed and the one cornmeal. Let's go ahead and eat the corn. And that's a little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. So I'm definitely going to be using up some water because we got to run. We can't lollygag. 21:10 and we don't. I mean, we could have stayed there tonight. And if I would have marked it, I may have. But we're just gonna build something real quick on the other side of the trader. In fact, I'm gonna start building some blocks now. Let's go. Let's go 50.
Listen, you great. Here
Okay.
you go. Don't spend it all in one place.
So cornbread is good because we're gonna need some food, but we have that. So Molotovs are great, but early game you want to take the crafting skill bundle. And we should have got. Let's see. Let me see your inventory.
My rules. You follow, or you fuck off.
Anything that I can sell. Not really. Actually, I'll sell the hop seeds. I could sell that. Or I could turn it into brass and sell it for more, actually. Do you have any leather? You do not. Alright, well, you suck. Then that's all I'm going to take. Dang, I built 100? I didn't mean to. Oh,
Shit,
because
man,
I hit the
treat
W
you that good,
accidentally.
And you don't even fucking tip me.
We got a half an hour. We're gonna.
Trader Rect is closing shortly, so finish your damn business or come back tomorrow, if you're still alive.
Put that in there. Let's put this down there. And just drop everything else. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, nice and easy. Is just make something real quick that we could be off the ground in. Probably could just go 4 high. Something that we don't get hurt falling off. We need, if you hold R, it brings up this wheel, and you can change its shape. So we're going to change it to letters. And then I'm going to hit the wrong button. As long as you have it 2 up, you can get up and the Zeds can't. So now real quick, we're going to upgrade as much as we can, just so we're relatively safe tonight. We're not going to be making much noise, so being here is not that big of a deal. Some people get up on like the bridge or that sign over there. But we need to do these anyways. And then throughout the night. See, now here I will grab my cobblestone, sandwich, torch, water, stew, just some stuff. Yeah, that's good enough for now. Oops. Gotta do this. It's nighttime now, so I'm gonna crouch, and you see that eyeball, and that shows you, as long as it's green, no more wood. As long as it's green, you're not being noticed. There's a couple of trees I can get during the nightfall. During the nightfall is when bad things start showing up. And of course they run. So let's get up here. And then crouch. I'm a little bit on the thirsty side. So now here's where we can finish off those challenges. Right there. So W is redeem. We should get another level. We did. And anything over here? No, we are close to getting 1,000 clay. And we still got to get wood. Okay, so we have to make a land claim block, a bedroll, a door, a spike, and a torch. The torch actually, we don't have to make it. All we have to do is set it down. And we'll pick it back up. Okay, which we'll have to get out and get some more wood. So now, as far as everything else, we need to build a land claim block, which takes 5 stone. We have to build... Oh, we don't have any wood. Okay, never mind. Actually, these, we will split these in half. And then we'll scrap those, because I didn't mean to make that many. That'll give us a little bit of wood. In fact, we could probably scrap those. Don't need that much. Okay, so now we can make a door. We need to make a spike. And I think that's all we needed for that, right? Spike, door, oh yeah, bedroll. And bedroll. Okay. So, land claim block, we could put anywhere, but we might have to put it slightly away from the traders. Let's... Yep, so she saw us. So she's going to be all bitchy. And of course, she's going to beat on the stuff that's not upgraded, I think. But we could just take care of her. Nobody else is around. So I'm going to... You took all my arrows? That's rude. Actually, while I'm down there... Too close to the trader. There we go. to do those. There we go. And it's a nice little spot for day one. Okay, so we need to put our bedroll down. We'll put it right there. We need to put one of these spikes down. So, let's go and put it right there. We could build more spikes, but we don't have the wood. And the door, I believe, is the last thing we need to put up. And that we could put anywhere. Yeah, there we go. We'll put the door there. Not that it needs it. Okay. So let's go to challenges. And all we need to do is see the trader to collect the reward. And the reward was, I believe it was, I think we get a book or something. Alright, so that's all we can do. We also need to make a campfire. We only have like one water to cook. But let's go ahead and make campfire. We need to go ahead and open those books. So we get two more spear books. I can make quality 3. We get the home cooking. Now we can make cornbread and goldenrod tea. Cornbread is okay, but it takes water. And since we only have 3 waters, that's not gonna, cornbread's not gonna help. Let's actually bring this back down. We will hold R to change our shape again. And we're gonna go back to cube. We're gonna put a cube there so we can set our campfire on top of it. Throw the cooking pot in there. We need to throw a couple of blocks because we don't have much wood. And we can make 1 water, which is going to take 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and eat this meat stew. I'm going to drink one of these waters. And let's get that off since it's kind of bright now. I want to keep an eye on this so I can turn it off. Now, I want to check my map. Look at that. Water right there. Okay, we can go fill up our jars. Time to put that. We're gonna take it easy. In fact, we're gonna go. My suggestion is to sneak. Like I said, this is your first playthrough. And there's I saw something move right there. There's somebody over there. I could have sworn I saw somebody move over here. Okay. Maybe not. Or maybe so. Where are you? See, this is where this is where the game can get. See, I did see somebody move. He went in the water. So let's go over here, get in the water, right click, and make sure your jars fill up before you get off of there. And see, even though it's pretty dark, he saw me easily. No light. And see, there's that one over there. Ooh, I see a bird's nest. Hopefully they didn't hear that. So you just gotta take it easy on night one. But we got some water. And there's someone over there. Now, if we start this fire, we're gonna attract some attention. Which wouldn't be bad if we had some spikes around. But we're gonna attract some tension. 3:30, we got 4:30. Oh no, that's right there. That's perfect. See, right now she's like, huh? What? But you could also do some snipes up here too. If you get lucky and get a headshot. Come on. You gotta stop. Like that. You lose an arrow, but you gain a kill. And that's a spider. Those are bad. Those are real bad. Because they can jump up. They can jump. And they might be able to jump up here because this is only 4 blocks high. I think they could jump 5 blocks. But that's okay. We're going to have some water now. With that water... Oh. I don't have cornmeal on me, huh? I should have made this a storage instead of a... Where's that spider? Anybody over there? I'm not hungry because I ate that stew. We're a little thirsty, but not too bad. We should be good for the night. Yep, there's my arrow right there in that bag. We should be good for the night. So I'm going to leave this here and we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up in the morning, I believe. Missed. So here's one other trick you can do. Let me show you this before I log off. You can put your rocks here. And if you... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. If you hold left click... See, I fucked up. I screwed up. Oh, and that's a biker too. Okay, they're going to be... That's a biker. Yep, they're going to be beating up my base. I don't want to use a gun because that'll draw more attention. Bikers are probably the toughest in the game. Something at night, and not only they're the toughest, they're the fastest. I got one arrow left. Oh, good. Because I don't have any wood. They're tough to kill. They hit hard. And they broke a ladder. Dang, I need to make one more building block. So you can hold the R button, copy shape and rotation. And we are safe. I hear a snake though. Where is it? There it is. Can I get you? Where'd you go? This might be stupid. Come here, Snakey. There we go. See, I stayed ducked. She didn't see me. She has no... Well, she might now because I pulled the torch out. Go over here. Maybe she'll... I was hoping she was gonna go up into my spike, but that didn't work out. All right. So now we have a little bit of meat. Let's just put that in there. We got 2 more leather. We got 2 more leather. We got anybody else out here? Take the leather. Take the cornmeal. Take that. Because I could eat the sandwich if I have to. Alright. See, now, worse comes to worse, I can make some cornbread. I can make some cornbread. I can make some grilled corn. Although I don't have any corn. But cornbread is just cornmeal and water, which I have. Boiled eggs. But we're good on food now. We are good on food now. Alright. I'm going to leave this here. So let me know what you guys thought. What you think about this. If this helped you out any. And yeah, so I'll see you next time. So as always, stay safe and peace out.